we'll just get straight into it, boys. No need to.
Same.
Yeah, last time we did this.
Around.
No fucking around. Straight into it. Rad, how are you, son?
Good, mate. There's no way. That's it.
Straight into it. There's nothing straight. What I will say is we normally give our guests, and Cocky, welcome back.
Thanks, mate.
What we normally give our guests, something from Caps at the end, but today it's the NBA show.
Start us off.
On behalf of Caps, mate, welcome back to Tommy Talks.
Thank you. Thanks, Tommy.
And there's
nice 76ers merch there.
Yeah, what do you think of the hat and the team, first of all?
Nice hat. And don't mind the Philly 76ers.
Okay.
They're going to go, I reckon they'll go all right. Interesting one, this playoff series. So obviously Harden getting there. It'll be interesting to see what goes on.
And we're going to get through all of that. You're obviously a big Suns man. We're going to dive right into the NBA today. This is a pure NBA finals show. So we're going to dive really deep into all the matchups for the first round anyway. But before we start, we're going to talk about the love of NBA. So we're going to start with you. Why do you love NBA and did you play when you were a youngster?
Yeah, so I played basketball. It was probably it was my first sport. Got in with a bunch of primary school mates and some of Dad's mates' sons were playing. So we got together, made a team and played till I was about 16, just through the ranks. You know, you got your domestic basketball and then your representative basketball and stuff like that. And then comes a time to pick basketball and footy and I realised I wasn't going to be 6'9". Picked footy and still had a love for it ever since then and love me American sports. So hand in hand.
Describe your game because you are like his agility is unbelievable. Got a mean sidestep. So as their crossovers.
Set a mean pick he looks like. Big
boy. Pretty solid. Back in the day as well, like I was fat as. So, I went from being a centre to like a point guard within 2 years.
That's great. So that's your game, just being chubby.
Yeah, just a facilitator, mate. Mike Bibby-esque.
That's great. What about you, Cole? Did you play a bit when you were a kid?
I did. I played when I was younger. It was my favourite sport, my first sport. And then I made the call a little earlier. I realised I was better at something else before Rat gave up the dream.
Oh, Bibby.
Bibby. I gave it up at about 12, 13 and obviously went with the tennis route. But I was like a Tobias Harris, Ersan Ilyasova sort of stretch four type player, you know, not too much defence, but I just sit around the arc and just let her launch.
Mate, I rate him.
Yeah, mate, can play.
I almost can't work out what he's going to do because he's, he doesn't really get a lot of opportunity sometimes. He doesn't shoot many shots.
He's a four-stringer at the minute.
But he can be. So. Yeah, you're right. Well, there's a few weapons there. It's great. It's great, I know you're not going to ask me, but I used to dominate.
Talk about blokes who can only do one thing, mate.
No, mate, mate, Plugger, he'll be listening. I'm a big Plugger. He's the king of Riddles Creek. He's the pick and roll, mate. We do it all day. He just set a screen, to the basket, dish it off.
Oh, I've
Thanks
seen you
for
shoot,
coming.
mate. You were shooting off spitters.
I would love to play again though. Like now that I'm
Joakim Noah jump shot.
Yeah, buckled ass.
I've lost me jump shot, but I love playing, and it's hard to get a team now. I'm looking forward. Anyone out there, let me know. Point guard, I pass the ball really well, so would love a nice little team. Mate. Yeah, MSAC Thursday night or something. Yeah,
goes on.
Yeah, well, I'm in. I need some competitive fire. I'm missing it.
Speaking of competitive fire, while we're here, you see what Pat Bev got up to on the weekend?
Oh, I love this man.
Patty Bev. So for those who don't know what's going on, Patty Bev has been traded from the Clippers to the Memphis Grizzlies and within 8 days got traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. So he's on the scrap heap, the old boy. And the Memphis Grizzlies have won a playing game for the 7th playing spot, and boy, there was some carry on. Fatty Bev jumped up on the
Minnesota, sorry. Timberwolves, you said.
Timberwolves,
yeah,
sorry.
He's done the D-Wade celebration after the game.
Not winning the playoffs, not winning the championships. He jumped on the scorer's bench and carried on like they've won the bloody chip. That's like me jumping up on the side of the G just to celebrate we haven't won the wooden spoon, mate.
Mate, it's unbelievable. I've listened to a few comments on this, and he's the OG of that team. All the young boys love him. They look up to him. Apparently, he's a weapon. Like he does inside the four walls. He does work really hard, and he looks at all the vision and all that kind of stuff. And then he's just a barometer on the weekend on the court, and he's made it all about himself. He's done nothing. He's done nothing in the game. Edwards has hit 30. What's the other blokes? Russell's hit 29.
Yeah.
Towns has had a stinker.
Yeah.
So the boys have
they've rallied.
First time since 2004 or something that then they're going in the playoffs. And Bev's just jumped onto the scorer's table and he's ripped his shirt off and thrown it into the crowd and said,
mate.
He's at the side of the backboard on a 3 and fucking celebrated as if he's just...
he's going, get the fuck out of here.
Mate, it's unreal. Like, you don't even think, coming from the Clippers, like, he's been there before. And as you say, like, the leader in the locker room, and then just carries on like a pork chop, screaming, "Mama, we made it. We made it."
I actually, you know, it's funny though, like, because he is very well respected with all these, you know, LeBron James and all that. They get around him. So there's a lot of respect there. And I just think it's great for the game. It's a bit of a WWE style. And I think people, you know, really watch him and the team he's on because of the crazy shit he's doing.
You know you're getting something, but I think he's one of those guys that if you're on your team, if he's on your team, you love him. But if you're playing against him, you fucking cannot stand the bloke.
Yeah.
Like what he did with Westbrook a while ago and Curry, like he dives in hard. Like a lot of times it doesn't look like he's going for the ball, but fuck, if you want him as a backup point guard, I reckon you take him. Don't know if you want him starting.
Is he, like, I don't know enough about him, but traditionally you boys would in terms of his matchups. Does he put him to sleep or is he just at a pest?
That's the best way to put him, a pest. Like, he just instigates everything. Like, he knew Morris on the other day had already won tech, so he decided to shove him and doesn't mind copping the double tech foul. So Morris hits the showers because 2 tech fouls.
Morris has got to be the dumbest bloke ever, though.
Yeah,
he's a
he
walking
knows.
tech every time. He's so easy to instigate. Both of them, as soon as you touch him, tech foul.
Yeah.
Like they'll just retaliate straight away.
Yeah, so he's a selfless man.
Yeah, he just finds a way, little.
What do you think of it though? Like, say next game.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, now he's going to play the Grizzlies, and there's a bit of heat there. So they're 2-2 this year. I've actually read up on that one. So it's actually it's a favourable matchup for them. They could be a dangerous matchup. I'd say the Grizzlies will win that, but yeah, he's going to be a real pest, and I can't wait to watch now.
His game plan's got to be taking out Morant's knees, I reckon, early on in the first quarter.
yeah.
That's
He'll
for
go to
sure.
jail, won't he?
100%.
Joe would not want to deal with him.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant go to jail for doing that. But you said he'll go to jail.
Oh, did you say jar?
Yeah.
I thought he said jail as well.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he would just to take Jar out and win the series. Bloody hell, it's a couple of weeks in the clean.
Jeez, I'm mumbling and rumbling over here.
What's in that coffee?
How many shots do you put in this one? Oh, well, I rate it, and I hope he does it again.
Yeah, so on that, while we're there, what about Grizzly T-Wolves? Who you got?
I think Grizzlies will smack him. I think it'll be, I could be straight sets, I reckon. I honestly
4?
rate, nah, it won't be. It'll be probably, I'm going to be in 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Probably leaning more 5.
Yeah.
I just reckon they're a bit immature, the Wolves. I just see
Bit
things,
erratic.
even like things when they complain to the umpires and just.
Yeah, I noticed that. They
just
mentioned that on the coverage.
Yeah, just little things like that. And I don't like it. I don't like to see it. And as you saw, the way they carried on in a playing game, I don't mind the energy, but maybe they're not aiming for, the chip like a few others. So I think the Grizzlies have been amazing all year with or without Jar, and they're going to be really hard to stop.
They've been unbelievable without him, record-wise. I think I don't know what they are now, but they were 20-2 without him, which is nuts because he's such an important part. But I don't know. I think talent for talent, Timberwolves almost like maybe have more, but it's just like they're just not as well-oiled and not as disciplined. Because like Edwards, Russell, Towns when he's on is like one of, if not the best center in the world. Like, I don't know, but then their bench isn't obviously as strong as Grizzlies.
Just on Towns,
I can't have Big Cat.
I can't stand him, to be fair.
have him.
Just
No, he
carries
pisses me
on.
off, yeah.
He dominates against the shit teams. Like, this is just for me, punter's eyes, just having a watch.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't have him. Carries on. Like, this is his chance in the plane. Fouls out. Stupid shit. Knew he was like had 5 fouls. His 6th foul was just nothing. Like, shit you shouldn't be going
That's
for.
what I mean with the maturity. It's just, it feels like because he's a 6th, 7th year player now.
Yeah.
You kind of expect a bit more. But the other 2 guys that lifted to the occasion the other day, like
that was impressive.
That's some. If you get all 3 of them on, they're going to be hard to stop. And I reckon everyone talks about, everyone reacts to the one game. There's no doubt Cat's sitting at home. He knows what he's fucking.
He'll be fired up.
He knows what he's done. You don't think he's going to. I don't reckon he's going to do the same thing twice. So I actually expect him to have a massive series. I think he'll be huge. He's copping it right now.
Big Steve-O Adams just trying to
he'll just
take
lock
him out.
down. The big Grizzly
He's
there.
so
Who
fucking
would you
strong,
rather?
man. I'd
Out of him.
rather Cat.
You'd rather Cat, but Steve
Right
does
now.
all the dirty stuff.
Yeah. So you take Cat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good one.
I love Steve, though. Steve's a man. He just doesn't give a fuck.
He's a beast.
I reckon he's the strongest guy in the league by far.
Really?
Yeah. Butler was saying that.
While we're on the West, Suns versus Hells.
Oh, Suns will smack him. Suns are. We're going to go deep soon. His team is special, and every person in that team is special. And we're going to go break down our conference leaders and who we think's going to win the West and the East. The Suns are the real deal. Yeah. So all.
Cocky here, long-time supporter. Halfway through last year, I saw.
I think CP shouted him out on Insta now. He's bloody Suns man.
Don't even get me
you
started.
You went for the Clippers 3 years ago. I saw that.
I am Chris Paul through and through. Wherever he goes,
I
go.
Is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. I don't mind that.
No, I just follow him wherever. I was
point
guard, mate. What he's done, I'm not going to lie. I thought he was kind of washed in his last year in Houston. Then when he went to OKC. And led that team to the playoffs and took Houston to 7 games. I was like, fuck, he's had a resurgence here. He literally put that team on his back. He was the best player on that team by far. Shea was a close second. Shea was second, but yeah, what he's done now, and every team he's gone to has given him their best record ever. So I don't know. He's my boy and I love him.
Just on him, he shouts you out on the gram and all that. Do you guys have a good relationship?
Man, funny story. So we used to have the same agency back in the day. So when I was 16, I signed with CAA, Creative Artist Agency. They have a lot of athletes and a lot of actors and stuff. It's this massive company in LA. And one time I got to watch him train in New York. I missed before US Open, I missed a practice just because I was just fuck, I'm not going to get this chance. So I've gone to some downstairs lobby fucking basketball gym, and he's just doing some drills with Malik Waynes. I don't know if you remember him. He was a point guard for the Clippers, a backup third string, and I was watching him and started speaking to him, and then later that day I was on the shitter, and you'll see why this makes sense. Later that day I was on the shitter and I was just
pics of him.
Exactly, yeah, you got me. I was oh fuck, nah.
Sorry,
you done? He's done. No. And then I get this notification being CP3 followed you. And I was fuck off. So I've double tapped, I've checked on it. And he put a photo up because we took a photo. Put a photo of us up on his Instagram, and I fucking clenched mid shit, cut it off, and I jumped off. I've jumped off the seat. I'm look at this shit, look at this shit. So ever since then, I'm this is my guy.
That's unreal.
What, the shit or
Do you wipe your ass?
I forgot.
So someone was in the shitter with you.
I think I forgot.
That's as raw and honest as you'll get.
Yeah.
That is elite.
Yeah.
So you're taking your shit and CP has followed you.
He's followed me and he shouted me out on Insta, Twitter, and jumped off my toilet seat.
That is elite, man. And you guys have kept in contact, and he's been shouting you out as you've been having a great.
We send a few messages back and forth whenever each other's doing well. So it's pretty cool. It's a good relationship.
That's
to have,
awesome,
for sure.
man.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Is that one of those ones where you don't want to hit him up too often?
Yeah, exactly. You
one
can't.
Of those ones.
You can't, because then you don't want to be that annoying fucking pest.
Do you
but
try to
also,
play cool?
Yeah,
you got to try
100%.
to play cool.
100%.
Leave him seen for a day or two. And
You can't leave him seen, but you don't reply all the time. If you ends one with a little bit, but not too much, you just give it a double tap. You can't be another comment. So you just got to be smart.
What does he do that's a bit different? Does he say anything, or does he send an emoji or anything that's different? Or
no, you can just tell the way these NBA dudes talk. It's just different to how tennis players would talk. So you just got to kind of play along with it.
Do you lean more his side?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
What's up, dog?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, you lit tonight, dog.
Can't be doing that.
That's great.
Pick my moments.
Will you send him a message for the finals?
Yeah. I sent him one, where was it? I think when he was up fucking 2-0. Maybe shouldn't have last year in the finals.
The curse.
I was in fucking Mexico watching it, and I was just watching Giannis just come down every time and dunk on Ayton. I was just why do we have a center? What is the point? It was killing me every time. And Giannis has just decided to turn into Steve Nash from the free throw line. So I'm just I've seen it all.
Yeah.
I was distraught. Literally ruins my day.
Yeah, well, they look stronger this year, so we're going to get into the West and who we think's going to take it out, Rat. But that's great. That's awesome. So CP's the man.
He is the man. We've got the Warriors and the Nuggets.
Okay.
Predictions.
So Curry's out, yeah?
No, they reckon he might be back early in the series.
Oh, they reckon they'll get him back?
There's a chance, yeah. I mean, I'm going to go Golden State. I like Denver.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Curry's going to get back, and especially if Draymond's healthy, the whole team's healthy. I hate Draymond, but he's fucking important for that team.
Does Draymond make a difference? What's he going to do to Jokic? Is he going to nullify him? Do you reckon he's going to stop him?
I don't reckon. No, I don't reckon he'll stop him.
If he can't stop him, I'm taking the Nuggets, man.
I just don't think they have enough other weapons. They have a few guys that can contribute 15 here, 15 there, but I think without Murray and Porter Jr., it's going to be tough.
Yeah, you see Jokic still putting up numbers like 35, 15 and 8, and they're still getting done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, I reckon they just get him done. Like Jordan Poole at the minute, he's carrying a bit.
Jordan Poole's been amazing.
Crazy.
He doesn't get much credit at the moment, but he's been incredible. He's a star.
We talk about how Wiggins was an all-star. It's got to be the most ridiculous thing. It's fucking outrageous.
All-star voting
So
system.
fucked.
It's got to go.
He actually hasn't done much since then. I reckon he was actually playing good basketball to that point, but he's been quiet. And because Curry's been out, Poole's been the one that's jumped up. I thought that they'd all kind of contribute, but it's a kind of Poole and Thompson show.
Yeah, Clay's starting to find it again as well.
Yeah, he can pop off on any
He hit 40 the other day. Yeah. So I mean, that'll be a great series. That could go 7.
Yeah. I'm going to say Warriors.
Who do you want, Rat? Who do you think?
Yeah, I reckon Warriors.
You think
I
the
reckon
Warriors?
Jokic's got to do too much. Big boy.
Again. Poor guy.
Again, yeah. And we've got the Mavs Jazz and Luka predicted to miss the first game.
Yeah, this is going to be a cracker.
I don't know. I just get bored of the Jazz, man. I find him. I can't stand Gobert. I feel like he's so overrated. Big goober. Pisses me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't stand him.
Where he gets exposed most playoffs.
Every pick and roll, he's just
they
fucking
put him in
sitting
there.
there like
He's
this
so
big
good.
feet.
Gets 1,000 rebounds, the man.
Like if you pull up a mid-range on him, he can defend the paint if you go for the layup, but if you like stop right before, he like backtracks. Same thing that happened when Clippers had DeAndre Jordan. Everyone's like, he's such a good defender, but he can't guard the perimeter at all. So he's just isolated there like a fucking gimp. And he can't do anything, right? It's true.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Luka, he doesn't have much
I don't trust the Mavs either, to be
He doesn't have much
honest.
support, Luka.
Yeah.
But
He
I
is
still reckon
Luka.
he can carry him. Like Dorian Finney-Smith shooting the 3-ball now.
You don't want to be relying on Dorian Finney-Smith.
No, but like he's
though.
shooting
Yeah, I
the 3-ball
know,
well.
man. I'd take
Luka
you
put
to-
up 40
Brunson's
every
been
given night.
sneaky good.
Brunson's
good.
Dinwiddie, Dwight Powell, lob threat.
I think Donovan Mitchell takes it to a new level, and he's proven that in finals. I really like what he did last time. Smoking Joe not being there anymore hurts. I know he's injured, and they traded him, so I don't have the soft spot for the Jazz like we used to with the
They
Aussie
need to
connection.
get fucking Lucas some more help, man.
Yeah, I think this is going to be like a Luka v Donovan series.
Yeah,
this is
for
going to be
sure.
some high numbers. They're going to hit 50s.
Yeah. 40s minimum, 50s.
Yeah.
It's happening.
I'm taking the Jazz. I'm going to take the Jazz.
I reckon Jazz
I
too.
think Jazz have got more on their team. I think Luka's going to have some big games, but I don't think he's got much.
I
Hasn't
reckon
got much
Jazz in
support.
7.
Yeah. You?
I like the Mavs. I really like the Mavs. Luka missing the first one hurts. It is away, so that's all right. They're probably one that they're penciling to lose anyway. But yeah, I reckon he's just in like killer form, and he's playing big minutes now. He's got his fitness to a level they were saying at the start of the year. Looks sloppy as. He's back. I reckon the Mavs, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to put all these down on paper after the show, and I'll put them up. It'll be good to follow.
Righto, we'll go to the East. This is a huge matchup in the first round. We've got the Celtics and the Nets.
Oh, this is massive.
yeah.
I'm a bit flat.
Get
It's
the
so
popcorn
early.
out. Get the popcorn out.
Yeah.
It is popcorn.
Fucking good.
Now, this is the big one. Does our man Benny Simmons come back and then go to Tatum?
I want to see him just come back, but it's a big play just putting him in when he hasn't played in so long, and then to put him in a high pressure fucking finals. I mean, playoff series, first round with a new team that he hasn't even played with.
Does it matter though?
I reckon what he brings, like it just depends on how much work he's done, right? Is his fitness to a level, like he uploaded something like his basketball shoes and everyone's like, oh, fuck, he's back.
Yeah. He's doing
Like,
high
he could
knee
be doing
warm-ups.
anything.
Everyone's like, oh, my
he
mate.
put his shoes on
People
and walk
love
up the
that
fucking
shit.
hill or
I know.
anything. So if his fitness is to the level, like what he's good at, defense and bloody driving, bringing the ball down the court and throwing a few passes, like not going to lose his vision.
Yeah.
Like, it just might be conditioning. Like he could lock someone up probably give more than Nicholas Claxton, to be honest.
I don't mind Claxton.
He's good, but like he'd probably give more.
Yeah.
Because as well as Celtics, they're not playing Robert Williams. Horford's 6'10". Like
He's one of those guys that he can like plug in without feeling like he's having to do too much. Like if they just say, we just want you purely defensively, bring the ball up like and get out of everyone's way. As long as it's not a liability again shooting wise, they can make it work. But when they got so much fucking talent like Kyrie
that's
and
the
KD,
thing.
it's I was fortunate enough to be in Miami recently, watched 2 Nets versus Heat games. Like, I know KD's KD, one of the best scorers of all time, but there's no one that I've seen that is as good to watch as Kyrie live.
he's
It is the
handled.
best thing I've ever seen. Like, the oohs and ahs he gets from the crowd, like, he literally scores on the whole team and, like, dribbles through them and attracts, like, the whole defense and finds a way to finish up and under or over them, spins around them. Like, it's actually insane. I've watched a lot of, like, he is the best I've seen, like, skill-wise, watching live. It's nuts what he can do. That's my 2 cents. Sorry.
No, I like it. It's going to be so good to watch. Let's just say Benny's not playing. Kyrie and Kevin versus,
Tatum and Brown.
And Brown's a pretty good defender.
Yeah,
so here goes to Kyrie. It's going to be a bit of a Tatum and Durant. It could be like the Luka and Donovan Mitchell show. And like you said, the center. We spoke about this off air the other day about the centers because they don't have Williams. What is going on? I don't mind having a little cheeky dabble, a little, and shout out to Dabble, our betting agency, if you're going to go follow Tommy's tips. But I always get on Drummond for rebounds, right?
He's the biggest guy I've ever seen.
Okay, so Drummond has that. I love his rebound mark. It's always like 12 over and under.
Yeah.
He had 9 the other day in the first quarter and a half. Yeah. Sat the whole second half out. I lost me bet, but I was like, I can't work it out. He had 16 and 9 in the first half. Claxton comes on. Claxton's, as you said, I like Claxton, but he's skinny as. Drummond's a beast. Big boy blows up.
Big boy blows his gasket, mate.
Are they saving him?
Mate, I don't know. You just see, like,
he's
they have
massive.
they have to call a timeout. Like, he's very energetic early, but then, like, comes the 4th or 5th minute of a quarter, and Big Boy's chugging, mate. He's trying to get up the court.
Big Boy's chugging, but Big Boy's humming. Big Boy's 16 and 9 before half time. And he's on the bench for the second half.
Yeah, mate, he chucks the concrete boots on pretty quick, mate.
There's a reason why he was top 5 in fantasy for heaps of years in a row with Detroit. Like, he can gobble it up.
Oh, mate, he gobbles them up. I honestly reckon he could go for 20 rebounds if they play him in a game.
Yeah, 100%. Easy.
But he doesn't get the game. Yeah, well, I think he's going to be a huge factor because of Williams being out.
Well, I think Curry will be massive as well, spacing the floor. He'll be big. Bruce Brown's been good.
Patty Mills. Who would you rather, Curry or Mills?
Curry's a better player.
Curry's been better. Yeah.
Right.
Mills started the season on absolute flavor.
They're a great sub, though, in that, like, Curry, have a rest, Millsy, come on.
We'll play both of them with Kyrie and KD. Bit of small ball, serious shooting.
Well, I'm putting it out there.
I'm not betting against KD and Kyrie.
Either am I. I think they're going to go deep.
I think Celtics have a deeper team, but I'm not betting against those two talent-wise. There's no way KD loses first round. I don't think it happens.
Well, it's the other way around, though. Boston have been so good. It's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, they're stiff. I reckon Nets, but it's that thing that they're going to have to... KD said this last year after they lost to Milwaukee when he had his foot on the line and they ended up getting done. Everyone's like, if you won that game, you would have won the chip. But he's like, no, we wouldn't have. I'm playing 40 minutes every night. I was rooted. Absolutely rooted. So I reckon the exact same thing's going to happen. Like, they're both going to have to play 40 minutes a night. I reckon they get him, but, like, I still don't see him going as far as what everyone reckons. I still think they're second favourite to win the thing.
We're all going the Nets?
Nets in the
all of us believes Nets.
I reckon Nets.
In 7?
Just 6 or 7,
just
yeah.
Nets,
just
mate.
Nets.
Yeah.
The Nets.
It's going deep,
just
though.
the Nets.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bucks and Bulls.
Oh,
Bucks.
Talk about
this one.
Talk about how disappointing the Bulls have been. They have not beaten anyone significant all year. They've been terrible.
They're a fun team to watch.
They're also not watch. I can't work out. It's obviously they've got a few injuries. Ball's out.
The defense has
been out.
Shit house.
Yeah, defense has been horrific.
Yeah. They just got DeRozan trying to chuck him on his shoulders. Since that's happened, Levine's taken a back seat.
Lonzo's been out.
Caruso comes in and provides a bit of energy.
Provides some D, but yeah.
Again, fucking sick of that guy. I don't know why. He pissed me off since the Lakers. Everyone that's on the Lakers ends up going, it just pisses me off, man.
Yeah.
Kuzma, Caruso, fuck off.
Yeah.
I reckon we can wipe that one pretty
We're
quick,
wiping
boys.
that. I don't even
say
think
5.
I think Giannis will have he'll play 50% game time during that series. He's going to be resting for the next one.
28 minutes
a
game, be fresh.
Big, my man, Crazy Eyes, Bobby Portis. I love Crazy Eyes,
that's against his former team as well.
He'll be averaging 20 points, big Bobby Portis.
Hey, you want to have a little bet? Get on him for a couple of cheeky threes, baby. Bobby, you're Crazy Eyes, and he gets the rebounds. So look for him. And Lopez,
mate,
the big boy.
He does one putback, and he does the Beverly, like, hyping the crowd up.
The crowd, like, they vibe off Crazy Eyes.
He'll hit a 3-pointer and then play D the next play and start slapping the ground.
Yeah, he's a nut job.
Crazy Eyes.
I love him.
And another matchup, we've got the Heat v the Hawks. What do you reckon? 1v8.
Can't believe the Hawks in the play-in, and they didn't, they've had to earn it.
After making the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Yeah. The ice tray. Capella.
He's good, but he pisses me off as well.
Yeah, he's a bit of a squeezer, isn't he?
We need
drop lollipop.
Yeah.
I reckon the Heat are a really strong team. I've been saying this. I've been saying it all year. So the Heat will beat anyone.
Right.
In the first. I think the Heat easy.
Yeah, I agree.
They got their team just set. Bam's back now, and he's moving. Like, he's been back for a while, but he's got that fitness.
Heat in 5, max 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just got a playoff team.
Yeah.
Bunch of dogs on defense.
Oh,
So much
mate.
depth,
You got
too.
Haslam
Yeah.
on the bench trying to
Yeah,
fight, trying to
fucking
fight,
orders.
trying to fight his teammate. Just on that, man, I've heard he's a nut, right? Haslam or Jimmy Butler, who would you rather? Who do you think would win in a fight out of them
Haslam.
two?
Haslam's,
James Johnson's not even on there anymore.
Haslam's gouging eyes, I reckon. Like, he's going hard.
Dwayne Wade's publicly said like he's the bodyguard. You know, you go
Yeah,
out like he's like
yeah.
if you're with him, you feel safe.
Yeah.
He must be in. Is that why he's still on the team? They're too scared to cut him.
Well, he's like 50,
that. He's like 50 years old.
There's got to be that
furniture,
many
that
players
bloke.
being like, surely I'm better than Haslam.
Yeah.
Why can't I get on the
Yeah.
fucking team?
I call that the glue guy, just there getting everyone around.
He must be a
Probably
good
like
bloke.
another coach, mate.
Yeah, he would be. I'd like to know what he said to Jimmy Buckets a month ago.
Fuck knows. Righto, last one of the East. We've got Philly and the Raptors.
So you can't sleep on the Raptors. They're
They're
cool.
like sneaky. They're sneaky depth, but I don't know. Are you just, I'm going to say Philly. Philly in 6, 5 or 6.
And actually, there's a bit behind this one. When Kawhi hit that shot to knock him out, was that to send the Raptors to the finals?
Yeah.
When
that's
Kawhi,
right.
that fade away from the corner and you
That-
see
yeah.
Embiid crying on the way out.
Yeah.
So
By the way,
this
how
is-
good was the Sixers team that year?
Yeah.
As if they fucking lost that.
I know. What about that? That is probably the moment that sticks out to me.
Yeah.
Them all crouched down on the ground.
Yeah.
The cameras are on. They're all looking up.
Yeah. And it
The
took a
ball's-
couple bounces.
Yeah,
But
Just
couple-
how that rolled, like that never happens like that.
And the
ever.
shot, like, that's one of the greatest moments
Yeah.
in NBA.
It was just meant to
Yeah.
happen.
But now we see Raptors without Kawhi and Sixers without Simmons and at Harden.
And they've got Harden, yeah.
And no Butler. They had Butler then.
No Butler. And I don't think Matisse Thybulle can play in Toronto because he's not vaxxed.
Really?
So that,
Oh.
yeah.
Are there
it's a little-
crowds?
Little spanner in the works.
Have
but
we got crowds back there? Can't even
Yeah.
remember.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure.
They are back, yeah. I think
it's interesting.
Like Matisse is so
Mate.
important to that team.
I think Philly, Philly
They've just got to.
They
Yeah,
have to.
they have to. Yeah.
They've just got to.
They can't lose this. They can't. They got to get through. They got to get deep here. They have to.
They've got to.
Mate, if Harden,
They
yeah,
have
if,
to.
if they don't make finals, Harden's, I don't know.
Well, I reckon they get another
just
crack
drops.
at it because it's like they got him in second half of the year and 20 to 30 games out to make it work. But
How did you see them playing with Harden? So the last few games, he's been predominantly passing the ball. He hasn't been shooting much. He copped it from the coach. There was a game where he put up a heap of shots and he missed, and they got beat. And the coach said, "Well, the bench," because the bench didn't score, and he's like, "Well, James didn't really allow them the chance because he put up so many shots." It was a bit of a dig, and I don't really like when coaches do that publicly, but they did that to Ben Simmons and all that kind of stuff last year.
I reckon Doc's gone after this year if they don't make a serious
Yeah,
run.
well, since that comment from Doc, Harden hasn't really been. He hasn't scored many points, but he's been getting 13, 14 assists. Joel's been putting up 40s. And then little Maxi and your boy, Harris,
My boy.
they've been,
Stretch big.
they've been shooting. Yeah, they've been shooting. So it's a bit of a different dynamic now. I don't know. Do you think Harden's going to have a massive series or is he just going to play a role?
He's got to be Harden. For them to do well, he has to be him. Well, obviously finding the balance and giving it to Embiid as well and letting Embiid, I don't know if there's one has to take over, but I think they can both kind of match each other. They have to if they want to make a serious deep run. I think, I reckon Harden will start off facilitating to start. And then if that's not working, I think he's going to try and take it into his own hands a bit.
I think you can see Harden when he played with Durant at the Nets without Irving there, they work pretty well. Two stars on the team, he can facilitate, but then also get his step back threes up and drive to the lane, get to the get some free throws up and all that kind of stuff. So I reckon we'll see a bit more of that. And he can also control the tempo of the game, play also a bit slower,
Yeah.
dribble the ball around a bit more ISO ball.
I hope he has a big series.
Role players are so important with that stuff. Like they got to hit their open shots. If they don't hit their open shots, then they just key in on Harden and Embiid and it makes it tough.
Yeah, I reckon they got a solid team. We haven't spoken about the Raptors much there. We've disrespected them. Siakam and Van
Spicy
Fleet.
P.
Spicy P.
They're stars.
Yeah, good players. Spicy
Siakam.
P, Van Vliet.
Yeah.
There you
Anunoby.
go, just
Yeah.
OG.
I don't know, OG
It won't be easy.
two-way
It
player.
ain't an easy task there for
Nah.
Philly.
or Bobby Boucher off the bench.
Boucher.
Bobby Boucher.
No, that should be all right. It's going to be a good series.
Yeah, it's exciting.
That's my potential upset of the
yeah.
potential upset of the East. Toronto to get him. Big trip.
I can't see
I
it
reckon.
happening. I can't see Philly
No way.
losing.
I don't think they'll let it happen.
There's
But
too much. There's too much on the
Too
line.
much. Yeah, I agree, but I just reckon
pressure as well.
I reckon the Nets just get the Celtics, the Bucks roll the Bulls, the Heat get it done easy, and
You think
Raptors are that's the one where I'm like, I just
Maybe it
don't
could
know.
happen.
Righto, lads, we've just spoken about the East and the West and all the matchups, but in the next round, the round after that, it's all about the final. Who's going to win the West and the East, and who's going to take it out, in your opinion? There's some good teams here. I'll start with you, Rat. Who wins the East and who wins the West?
I reckon it's Bucks. They take it the East. I reckon they meet. I haven't really crunched the numbers, but I reckon, if I'm correct, they verse the Nets in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they get that done. And then Cocky's bandwagon boys from the West.
I'm the same.
I reckon they verse the Suns.
I reckon it's going to be a rematch.
Yeah, I reckon they go again. But Suns being more equipped to get into them this year. So I reckon those two.
So Suns to play.
Suns Bucks.
Suns Bucks.
I'm the same. I was going to say a rematch. I know they're the strongest teams barring an upset. I feel like the Bucks just have so much. They're so just well-rounded. Giannis is solid, comfortable again. He's done it already now. Middleton's clutch. Holiday, you see how important he is every time. He turned the game around countless times. Phoenix are looking good. They're deep. They've got a couple more role players. Cam Johnson's playing a lot better this year as well. Shamet's hitting open shots, which is good. Got good backups in Payne. I just need fucking Ayton not to get juiced on by bloody Giannis every time. Man. Guy killed me last year. So
surely he's
hopefully he's tougher.
A year down the track, man.
A year down the track, he's a little bit tougher. But yeah, it's crazy watching how he got manhandled. A lot of people get manhandled by Giannis, but like Ayton got fucked by him last year. So I'm hoping Chris Paul's a bit better, a bit healthier. Hopefully that's the big thing. He's just starting to come back again. So hopefully he stays healthy and Booker plays some good ball. I'm hoping my boys flip the script this time around.
I think they will. I mean, I agree.
I'm going to say Booker as well, finals MVP, because I reckon he'll just do a little bit more than Paul in the finals.
I like the fact that Paul's been not injured. I don't wish that upon anyone, but I think Payne's really come to life and he's learned to not be. He's a bit more patient. And I reckon CP's been working with him behind the scenes. You can tell because his game's gone to the next level, and it's good to know because if CP is out, fouled out, or injured, he can run the offense. Yeah. And Book's taking his game to the next level. I agree with all you boys. I think Suns, we'll talk about who we think's going to win. Actually, fuck it. I'll talk about it right now. I think the Suns will take the whole thing out. Yeah. And I think Book's going to be the finals MVP as well.
Underrated player as well, to cut you off, has been unbelievable, is Bridges. He's been unbelievable. Like, he's top 3 in the defensive player of the year race. If not one, I don't know who's number 1, but he's got to be up there. He can do it all pretty much. He can give you points when you need it, or he can just lock down the other team's best player. Fuck, he can do it all. He's a serious player.
Their team is so well-rounded.
Everyone's confident.
You talk about Ayton. Let's say Ayton's off. McGee comes on. It's balanced. Payne and CP.
Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
He was all right. He's all right.
Their team is strong. Yeah. And then they got Booker, who's the star, mate. But then you got, the seafood chowder in the corner crowd. He hits threes all day, baby.
Seafood chowder there. The chowder,
mate.
Dog, yeah.
Mate, they all hit threes.
He's known for having a foot on the line every time he shoots a 3. It's unbelievable. That's a deep 2 from Crowder. Every fucking time. He does it all the time.
His foot's about a size 32. They're the most balanced.
3-point line from half court.
I love their coach as well. I love the way they go about it. So I'm a big believer of them, and I love Book. Doesn't get enough respect, in my opinion. So they're going to be unbelievable.
That's a very confident guess from all of us there, all on the same page.
Yeah. I just think the numbers stack up. They've just been building for years, and I think it's their time. And we go to the East, and if it is I don't want it to be the Bucks. I don't want it to be. So you know what? My heart says it's not going to be the Bucks, and I just don't want the same matchup. I really do want the Nets.
I want to see the Nets make a run too.
Yeah, so I think it's going to Nets or Boston. I want the Nets. Can the Nets get past a team with a big man?
A couple Aussie boys in the Nets as well, so they can do well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be really rooting for the Nets v Suns, and then I think the Suns will be the team that takes it out and win the chip. So that's my take. Righto, Rat. What else have you got on the agenda here, mate, to round out the NBA show?
Got hot takes and not so hot takes. So my hot take is Chris Paul finally gets his chip.
That's big.
Like, that's just,
Your man,
as
baby.
Cocky was saying.
I might cry.
Yeah, straight into
I
the
might
DMs. Day
Yeah.
one, brother. Love you, man.
You
I
guys
might cry.
like, you send a selfie with the boys.
grinding, yeah, I would. That's right.
I'll probably cry, but I'll never forget when I was on the toilet seat and he followed me.
Yeah.
You can't message him game 2 this year. You know what I mean?
No, I'm
You
staying
see that,
well
yeah.
away.
That game 5.
No, nothing. Nothing until the fucking time is
He might
out.
not see it, man. If you that many
Nah,
messages.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe I'll do it like a month down the track.
Yeah, I
Right.
just reckon he's been a winner, but he just finally gets that next step. And we just
Everyone wants
cheer.
to see it, don't they?
That's the thing. Yeah, that's what he like. They're big for accolades over there.
Yeah.
That's the only
It's
thing
what
missing.
he needs. Yeah, it's what
for
he
him.
needs. Has he won an MVP?
Nah, he should have won in
Second
08.
off. Yeah,
Kobe got it.
times. And not so hot take. Philly flop after getting Harden. I
So
reckon
off Philly.
I just
He's got the Philly hat on
Yeah,
as
I know,
well.
boys, but I
The
just-
boys some caps. I'm
Mate,
gifting him a Philly hat.
it's just that I reckon Harden, like everything I'm reading, he's had his way. Got his way out of Houston. Got his way out of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Like if it doesn't work here, like when is it?
Yeah.
When does it become? Here's a problem. So like if they don't get it done, I reckon
Yeah.
it's just long way home for
curtains.
Jimmy. So yeah, like he'll just end up being star player on a shit team, developing some young fellas, but winning
Yeah.
a few games. I just don't. I don't reckon if
Yeah.
they get past the Eastern Conference or make the finals, really. Like, I
So
reckon
your
he's
pass
done.
mark for them is the
They've got to
finals.
play in the finals.
They have to
They've
play in the
They've got to win
finals.
the East. They've got to win the East.
So if they don't win the East, coach is done.
I don't know, coach is done, but I just like it's a whole long another year, and then
If
they're
they at
gonna have
least
to go through
don't
the
make
same
conference
shit.
finals, the coach is done. I reckon. That's the minimum they
Like
can do.
they've got all the talent. They've got 3 or 4, at least 3 max player contracts in Embiid, Harden, Tobias.
Maybe
Maxi's a jet.
maybe we're sleeping on them.
Who, Philly?
But no,
Yeah.
like,
I'm just not sold on them.
yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't mind
that's
it.
what I was saying. Like 20 games towards the end of the year. Like I just don't think they worked it out.
Who knows? Embiid could go down as well. He's pretty fragile at times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And if he's going to have to play 40 minutes, we know he's made out of glass. Like
That's such an important part as well. Like with all the predictions, like who's the most healthy is such a big
Yeah.
fucking key to who's going to make a deep run.
You see Big Joe scoring 35 points in 32 minutes.
Yeah.
Like he's going to have to play 40 a night.
Yeah,
Because their backup, who they got? They got DeAndre Jordan now.
yeah. It's not
Like
who you want.
he's not playing. He might play a minute a game.
And that's the
Like,
problem with the backups. You see it with the Nets. As soon as Durant or Kyrie sits on the bench, they just can't score. And that's why the Suns are
Suns,
so good, and that's why the Bucks are so good. Old Crazy Eyes comes on. You know, Middleton takes a huge role, and all the other boys can handle the offense.
Crazy eyes.
Yeah.
I think,
Bob
yeah,
A.
I don't mind that. I like that.
What's your hot take, mate?
My hot take: Ben Simmons comes back and hits 2 threes, baby. Game 1. Yeah. Hits 2
You're
threes his first
joking.
game. Yeah, Ben
What's
Simmons.
he doing walking down the court after he hits his first?
These ones, baby.
The goggles.
Mate, I reckon Ben Simmons
There's
comes
no
back and his
way.
first game hits 2
He's
threes.
definitely not hitting threes.
He's been working on it for 12 months.
No,
Definitely not
no
even
chance.
coming back, mate. He's
Mate,
not
his
getting out
first
there.
game, this is my hot take, he hits 2 threes. You keep it out. Hey, Dabble, give me some odds. Tommystips, baby. I'm telling you, he's been working on it. Something's going to come out with a bang. They're all going to collapse, man. He's just he's sitting in the corner like waiting
it.
for D.
May as
Fuck
well.
it. Throw it up. Hits the first bucket. 2, bang. 2 from 3 for the
Oost.
game. Yeah. These ones.
Oh, and not so hot take.
Not so hot take. Fuck, I need you to go to cocky here. I've got a couple. I'm still thinking
Yeah,
about which one.
I'm not sure. Mine was going to be like I already picked Bucks to make the finals, but my hot take was going to be Simmons comes in and just like fits in so well with the team and they take out the chip.
That's big.
That's it.
That would be outrageous.
Common thinking from the boys. We got Phoenix and we go on Phoenix, Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You've gone the Nets, but from what you guys are thinking, if the Nets used to happen, Big Benny comes in and plays a big role.
I hope he does. I actually met him overseas. And fuck, I knew he was tall, but mate, the guy's huge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How tall is he?
He's 6'10", but like,
It's funny how
Big boy, solid man.
yeah. But the biggest guy I've ever seen in person was Drummond. Like just general size-wise. Mate, the guy's that thick.
Mate, we're out in LA once, and it was a Tuesday night, and we're like, we're gonna go out. We're in LA, and a few of the boys like, we went to this place. I can't remember the name. I'll never forget. Like, just hold there, boys, hold there. And then this fucking big SUV rolls in, and the guy's like, the big boys here, man. He's like, the big boys arrived. Wait there, fellas. And then we're waiting. DeAndre Jordan gets out the car,
yeah.
but like he had a few boys with him. Mate, you want to talk about how this bloke, because he's got the dreads and all that, and he's ducking
And the beard
in.
and
And I was
shit.
just like, I played footy with Aaron Sanderlands. He's a monster, but because of his dreads and he had like a massive jacket on, and I was like, this bloke's a fucking monster. Anyway, the big man comes in. He's like, right, boys, come in. He was in the back booth. We could see him. He's fucking massive.
Yeah,
So
they're different, man.
they are built different.
Those big boys.
What size is their foot?
18. Some of them, the huge,
Yeah,
like big
Bigger
boys.
than that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towns is a huge. I think Towns is in the 20s.
Joking.
Yeah, Towns. When you watch him run up and down the court, look at his flipper feet, mate. They're honestly like this big.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of the not so hot take. I'm really such a positive mind, but I don't really think about the negatives as
Fuck
much.
off, mate.
I don't think about the
such a
negatives.
Just with your
man.
calves.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, there's baby
Won't go
cows.
there.
Any physios out there, let us know how to get the puppy running again. Fucking hell, every time I go around
It's a
the
sheath
tent,
issue. It's a sheath issue.
must fit the shoes. I'm wearing the dunks. Yeah, no, I haven't got anything for you, Rat. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to just cheer home the Nets and the Suns. And it'll be a bit hard for me because I'm kind of supporting the Nets, so I've tipped the Suns. But yeah, anyone else out there that's tuning in, we just want to let you know that we appreciate you, we love your support, and we want to know who your tips are as well. So let us know what you think of all our tips. We're going to throw them online, and we're going to do this again. We're not sure whether you might be overseas.
We'll see.
We'll see how we go. We'll keep tabs on all of our predictions. And yeah, for anyone out there that wants to follow my tips, probably don't, but head to Dabble and Tommy's tips, give it a follow and copy the bet. A little bit of banter. How you going?
I got a not so hot take. I don't know if it's not playoffs, but Lakers blow it up. I don't know. They keep Bron. They get rid of AD. Obviously, Westbrook's gone.
This is great.
I reckon maybe they blow it up and trade AD for a few pieces and some more shooters around Bron.
You reckon they're going to get rid of AD because he's just injury prone?
Yeah, obviously he's a hell of a player when he plays, but how many times every game he plays? Like I'm not to talk because I've been a bit of a cripple the last few years, but every time he plays, a guy goes down. Literally, he's on the floor and he's just like day to day. They call him day to day.
They're legitimate, but it's just weird shit.
I know,
like
but he's always something.
Step on someone's ankle and tweak his medial.
Yeah.
And
And he'll miss like 6 games.
2 weeks, cover.
Yeah.
Can you see Zion getting traded there?
Nah.
Mate, he makes no sense.
Not
Someone
the
that
big
big
boy.
shouldn't be able to jump
Nah.
like that.
The big boy. He's on the Krispy Kremes, the big fella.
Oh, no, but someone leaked that photo next minute he's doing a big windmill
Yeah.
dunk. He's not, I mean, he's...
But usually
Bad angle. I've had that before. Bad angle.
But usually
Nothing wrong with a
some-
stubby rig, mate.
Usually the dunkers like that are like the high flyers and can dunk like that. They're skinny,
they
wiry
weigh
build.
85
like,
kilos.
Yeah, and they're like lean.
Not 140.
I haven't seen anyone that can jump that just looks like that. He looks like Chuck Hayes. And then he just fucking flies.
He's a weapon. On the Lakers, though, I did want to round out that. What do you think of the Lakers? I saw a comment from LeBron. He's just like, we never played together. And he thinks it still will work. He's like, if we get us all on the court, it'll work.
Too old.
Unfortunately, AD being injured, he reckons that's generally the reason why it didn't work. So do you see management going with that crew again? You just said that AD you think is going to get traded and they're going to get some people in. The Westbrook contract's really ugly unless he fires up. What do you think they're going to do there?
I can't see him staying together. Because you've got someone whose primary role is a ball handler in Westbrook, but LeBron's better at it than him.
He's definitely gone. West is definitely
Yeah.
gone. I reckon
Who's gonna
AD, they give him the first half of the season to see his health and that. And if not, I reckon
You're going to clean out.
I still think they're going to any team with LeBron's like a legit chance, but I don't know. I still think they maybe keep him for the first half of the year. Then if that doesn't work, I reckon they try and trade him for a bunch of shooters. But they should have taken the Buddy Hield deal. I don't know who else would come with him. Yeah.
He'll DeRozan.
Yeah, that was massive
No,
when
that
Magic
would've
Johnson
ended
was
up.
talking about that. DeRozan would be huge.
You'd have James, DeRozan.
And there was a
Hield,
chance Lowry.
Davis.
They could have had Lowry as well. So yeah.
Yeah, they made a mistake
Look
there.
a lot different.
They made a massive blue there. And they got rid of some stars.
You can't be relying on fucking Melo. Can't be relying. Monk has almost been their second best player.
There was talks of Hayward and Rozier going to Lakers for Westbrook, but it wouldn't make sense for...
Well, he's got a massive contract, nearly like $50 million a year. So
Yeah, so they don't reckon anyone will
the
pick
only
it
one
up.
that makes sense is John Wall.
Yeah,
He's not
they said
playing
no
in
to
the
that
squad.
one as
Yeah,
well.
it's just...
Who do the Lakers need? Let's just forget money, right? If they slot one more player in, let's pretend everyone's out of contract. Who's the one player, that, the playmaker,
And Lillard would be a perfect fit.
Yeah.
Dame?
Well,
Dollar Dame.
LeBron's the playmaker, right? So you get Booker in,
Yeah.
Lillard.
Just someone
just a
Just need
weapon.
one more weapon.
Yeah, but
healthy.
fuck,
a
some
healthy
other teams
weapon.
need one.
Yeah.
You say one more, they've already got LeBron and AD.
Yeah, I know, but
You
think
only
of
need
the
one
few-
more. It's like, fuck me. Well,
Do we-
fucking Detroit has no one.
When's Bronny in the league? Is he in the league in 2 years?
Yeah, you don't want to be relying on Bronny to come in.
No,
and
but
just-
like I feel like he's not going to go to the Lakers, so LeBron will leave because he said that he's going to go play with
I
his
reckon
son.
someone just drafts him. Like if he's touted to be pick 50, someone drafts him to pick 18 to get Bron.
Yeah.
Like get them both.
If you have pick 1, do you take him so you get Bron?
I don't know how good he is, mate.
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
get Bron.
Well, he'll be 40 then. Rumpelstiltskin him running around.
Have you seen what he's done this year?
Yeah.
It would have been
Who
bloody
knows?
MVP almost. Just on that MVP quickly, bang. Who is it?
Fuck. It's
I think
it's
maybe
Joker.
Yeah.
Do you think?
It is. Like it just has to be him.
Yeah.
Like it
I
just
don't know
has
if
to be
they-
him. What he's
sometimes
done
they-
the whole year.
Sometimes if they don't want to give it to the same guy again, I reckon Embiid's obviously the next best or next
What
in line.
Booker? Do you reckon Booker's up there?
Booker's had a great year, and I reckon like putting a team on their back, like with another star going out in Paul, like massive candidate. But I just reckon
Stats
it's
wise,
weird. But even the way they do it, they give a poll to the people who are going to vote for the official award, like 3 weeks out, and like 80% of the votes came back with Joker, and then him and Embiid pretty much put up the same numbers after that. So like it's just
Yeah.
it's got to be the same.
So back to back.
Yeah, back to back,
Back
to
to
the
back.
big boy.
Who would have picked it? Fuck.
That's unreal. Well, lads, it's been great. It's good to have you on Tommy Talks all live here in Melbourne. Excited to see how predictions go. And like I said, we'll follow them throughout the year. Suns to take it out and your boy CP
Come on,
to
son.
get his first chip.
Get his chip.
Get it done, big boy.
Slide back into those DMs.
Vegan power, baby. I'm not vegan.
There it is. That's a wrap. I'm going to go get another latte.